What's up? So today is Monday, November 10th. I'll be trading the Nasdaq like I always do. I'm coming into the session with a bullish bias. Honestly, even like because I heard like the news over the weekend was that Trump announced that there could potentially be like stimulus checks going out, so I feel like that's a bullish thing. But I mean, even like on the charts, right? I mean, structurally, we're moving bullish. Right? We kind of gapped up over the weekend. We traded back into that a little bit like Sunday night, and we rejected out of it very quickly. So I mean, normally like this might be a draw, but I feel like since we already kind of rebalanced it, rejected out of it, it's like not something I can look at as a draw anymore. And I mean, yeah, it's not like a move I'm looking to fade. Like the only thing, maybe this 4 hour could hold, but probably not. Because I feel like once we came down here, though, right, we swept out these lows down here. We kind of failed to displace through them. I forget, was there an SMT somewhere? No, there wasn't. But so we failed to displace those lows, and on the 4 hour, we pretty much came right back up and inverted that gap. So I feel like from that point on, like unless we come and sweep out those highs and fail to displace above them, I kind of need to be bullish. But yeah. So I mean, for entries, there's like this internal low right here. Maybe I could see that get swept. Those are equal lows on ES. But maybe if I saw that low get swept, get a reaction off that. And I do see there's like low resistance liquidity building up with those lows. I feel like there's all these stacked lows. So that could get ran. What's up, Samrat? I'm good. How are you? I'm definitely bullish today. And honestly, even if I can't get like a retracement back down here, I'd even take a continuation if we open up like a 5 or 15 minute gap, trade back into it and respect it. Because honestly, I'm looking for longs all the way up until honestly, like all the way up here. I feel like that's a good target, honestly. Because once we get up there, I feel like we're too far overextended to keep taking longs. That's another high we could reject off of, maybe. You said 5 minute time frame manipulation down, then up to all time highs. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna hit all time highs today, but we definitely had a good shift in structure bullish. You know, I can't wait until this government shutdown's over. I was looking at the economic calendar for the week, and I was low key disgusted. What is that? I mean, this week, yeah, so no news Monday. Got a bank holiday tomorrow. Wednesday is no news again, and then we have tentative CPI and PPI Thursday and Friday. Like, can I please get some red folder news? I remember when I first started trading too. I used to hate red folder news. I used to think, you know what? I can't trade if there's red folder news, and now here I am begging for it. I wonder there's no S&T at these highs. Nah. You said, yo man, I just started to post the contents and doing good. I have a request for you. I would I would like you to be a part of my podcast. And I know you have busy schedule, but we can. Yeah, DM me on Instagram. I'll respond to you. Or you can DM me on Instagram, that's best. You said you did. Yeah, honestly, sometimes I miss DMs. I'll check right now. What's your name on Instagram? Is it the same thing as here? What is it? Um, we might open up this 5 minute maybe. That would be one gap I'd look for a continuation off of. TSR underscore. I think I just tried to message you. I guess you have 2 followers and you're following 4 people. It's a 17-year-old documenting the journey. I think I just tried to message you if that's you. But yeah, honestly, I want to see this 5 minute gap open up here, potentially trade back into it, and trade back up. You said, bro, did you saw I gave you a trading plan yesterday and Insta? What do you think about it? It's good. I like how, I mean, I feel like it was really well thought out. And yeah, let me check. I mean, yeah, like you have like session alignment. I'm sorry, not session alignment. Time frame alignment where you're looking at like a higher time frame and then you're like going down to the lower time frame. That's always a good thing to do because I feel like if you're zoomed in on just one time frame, it's never a good idea. And I like how you have like your RR targets and you have I honestly like how you have the thing where you're saying if you're going like essentially where it's like if it's with bias, you're going for a bigger risk reward, but if it's against bias, like not as much. That's definitely a good thing to do. I mean, everyone's strategy is kind of personal to themselves, you know what I mean? So I can't like really be like, oh, this is what you should do. But I mean, overall, it looks good to me. I mean, just back test it and see how it performs, or you could do forward testing or whatever. But and you said you didn't receive it, but I mean, check your message requests because it says yeah, it says you have to accept my message, I guess. I forget how you do that. I think when you go to yeah, when you go to DMs, it like next to primary, there's requests, and if it doesn't show up there, try looking in hidden requests. I have so many DMs. So we're gonna open up this 5 minute right now. So if we can get a clear rejection out of that, I would definitely take a long. We're definitely displacing up. There's honestly a chance we might not even rebalance this gap down here. Just leave it as like a breakaway gap. That's pretty much what a breakaway gap is. It's just sometimes when you break away, you leave behind a gap that just never gets traded back into. But it's still possible we could open up maybe a gap up here. That'd be lower probability to be honest, but You said message. Yeah, I'll check it after stream. What? Now at this point, I'm pretty much waiting to see if this 5-minute gap's gonna open up. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Still displacing up. We have like 2 minutes till this gap opens up. And I feel like typically based on the economic calendar, I wouldn't say today is like the highest probability of days because I feel like if there's like a no news Monday followed by a banked holiday on a Tuesday, I feel like those are never the best days. Honestly, I mean, price action doesn't look bad so far. But I've definitely seen days in the past where price action's been so bad on days like this. Today doesn't look bad at all, though, honestly. So we're going to open up this new 5-minute gap right here in like a minute. Wow, we're just pushing up. So now, I mean, this is 2 separate unfilled 5-minute gaps. Wow, we're just not rebalancing any of these gaps. I mean, I'd still be willing to take longs if we get any type of pullback. I wouldn't say we're too overextended just yet. I mean, it's not. We're getting a little overextended, but I feel like whenever I'm waiting for a setup, I just sit in the 5-minute because I just base my trades off the 5 minutes. I feel like that's all I want. That's all I want to look at, really. I guess my drawings just decided they want to disappear. That's cool. Wow, we might leave behind another gap, honestly. Yeah, I feel like this low resistance liquidity down here is just not getting hit right now. We're so far away from it. So we're actually kind of starting to pull back a little bit, which I'm happy about. The only thing I hate is soon we're probably going to open up this huge 15-minute gap right here. But so we're finally getting some form of retracement. So still neither NQ or ES has hit that yet though. This unfilled 5-minute gap. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the reason I'm not taking longs, like this right here is an inversion, but if it happens, I'm not taking it just because we haven't rebalanced this unfilled 5-minute down here. So I feel like we're not delivering from anything. So that would be just taking longs kind of in the middle of nowhere, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that gap's holding. Because I'd feel comfortable taking longs if we were to at least hit this gap down here. Still haven't hit it yet. Okay, yeah, so they both hit it. Okay, cool. So now I gotta look for the highest time frame gap here, which could be this 1 minute maybe. It'd honestly be nicer if we could tap into this other unfilled 5-minute down here. That's more of a retracement. Because if we think about like premium and discount as range, right? Like from this high to this low right here, right? Yeah, now we're finally tapping into equilibrium 50%. We haven't done it yet, but we're getting close, right? We don't necessarily have to rebalance equilibrium of the range, but so honestly, it'd be really nice if there could be a 1 minute that could open up right here. Oh no, there's gonna be a 2 minute. Yeah, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. There's no way that's gonna not open with a 2 minute. So yeah, we're gonna open up this 2 minute right here, and if we get a good close through it where I can still go break even at these internal highs up here, I would take that. So 40-point stop. So if we close through this gap, I'm going to take this. This might happen so quick, and I might take this. 15 points. Now the S&T is kind of broken, but yeah, there ain't no SMT here. This 30-second really tempts me. It really does. It really tempts me. Yeah, this 30-second really tempts me. I kind of want to try this. If we close through this, I might try this. So that is not a close through. Oh, this might scuff my entry. Yeah, so it's kind of running away from my entry right now. If it hits my break even before it closes, I can't take this. Yeah, I can't really take this. This is way too close to my break even. Or wait, what? Okay. I mean, I can take that. I just gotta go break even really quick. I'll show my executions. That's not what I'm trying to do. I might need to go break even already. There's my execution. So I'm just watching TradingView. So, okay, I'm break even there. That was quick. This is probably going to break even raid me, to be honest. I forgot to set a TP too. I should probably do that. That was good. Okay, yeah, stop the break even. I kind of expected that, to be honest. Only because the close was so close to my break even. There's no other gaps I could really take an inverse off of, right? I mean, is there? There's this tiny 4-minute. That thing's so tiny. Yeah, honestly, I guess for a retry, I could try taking inverse F4 a minute. Yeah, there is a little SNT. Yeah, honestly, so my break even for that would be that external high up there. But I don't know if I'm even going to get a good close again because it might just start moving up without me. Yeah, because if it's going to close all the way up here, that's not good for me. But yeah, cause I mean, it's clearly rejecting out of this 5 minute gap right here. The only thing is though, like my model tells me to take the highest time frame inversion presented, right? So I mean, on today, like on a day like today, it's kind of annoying, but there's certain days though where I think something's gonna hit, and then like let's say there's like I'm trying to take a 2 minute and there's a 3 minute that actually holds. It's kind of annoying when stuff like that happens, but I'm probably not gonna be able to get an entry here. Yeah, I mean, because it's gonna take the break even. Unless it can pull back. I don't think it's gonna. And normally I don't like when candles leave wicks at the top, but if this one were to pull back, it would leave like relative equal highs. But I mean, nah, it's gonna take that high. Yep, okay. So I can't enter that because it took my break even point. Ooh, that break even rate was rough too. What did I took this? Stopped the break even. So we still haven't hit anything significant like higher time frame. We still haven't taken out this high up here. So I mean, I'm still bullish. The only annoying part is though, like, so we're gonna open up this unfilled 15 minute right here. We could get a rejection off of, but it's like, are we really gonna come all the way back down? We've already rebalanced like this 5 minute gap right here. I mean, nah. We put in an SMT at the highs right now. I mean, I doubt this will hold, but if it does, that could give us a rebalance. Is that an unfilled 15 too? Yeah. Honestly, if either NQ or ES can tap into that unfilled 15 minute gap right there, I'd start looking for longs again. I mean, that's pretty much what I'm looking to see happen. But I like how as I start drawing that out, it's like, nope. I feel like ES looks a lot more bearish, so hopefully ES can just come out and sweep out this low. And it's honestly kind of aligns with like time, because like 10 a.m. opened here, right? So that's 10 a.m. open. Typically, 10 a.m. open likes to manipulate somewhere in the opposite direction of where it wants to go, right? So in this case, we could have a 10 a.m. manipulation lower, tap into that unfilled 15-minute gap down there, and then we could have our distribution higher. Ooh. We're just chopping around right now. So I mean, even if I get a good long entry here, I'm not gonna take it, just because like we're not delivering from anything. Like we already like once we did come down, rebalance that 5-minute gap, we already came out and swept this high up here. So like that 5-minute gap already did its job. So I can't really base any trades off of that unless we come out and re-sweep that low and still respect it. But and I mean, we did open up. There's this like 5-minute gap down here, but like honestly, like I feel like I'm not trying to take a trade where we get a rejection out of this 5-minute, but there's still an unfilled 15-minute gap below. I feel like this 15-minute gap probably wants to get rebalanced. But I mean, we're not rebalancing anything right now. I feel like the only good move I've really seen all day so far was that 30-second I got break even on. Dude, that's what I was talking about when I was saying when I was like when it kept shooting up and I was saying my close is getting scuffed. like getting messed up, right? I would have gotten break even regardless, but I feel like if you get a close down here and then you wait to go break even, like all the way up here, your chances of getting break even are so much lower than if you're entering like up here, going break even same point. I feel like sometimes though there's like one or two good moves in the AM session. That's like it, especially on like poor days. But we're just chopping around. And I mean, since I trade inversions, it's not like there's any fair value gaps being presented here, except there's like this 3 minute. But I mean, like, I'm not trying to take a short where we're moving this bullish. So we actually might get some form of retracement, which is getting me excited right now. Hopefully we can at least tap into this 5 minute right here. I guess Project X is having issues on Alpha Futures. I guess it says they said for now, please avoid opening new trades until the platform is fully stable again. Well, I'm trading on Top Step right now, so it doesn't affect me. But dude, Project X has been having so many issues. It's crazy. And are we not gonna? We're not gonna rebalance anything lower. That's crazy. Not gonna tap into that 5 minute. Yeah, so I mean, I couldn't, even if there was some long opportunity here, I wouldn't take it because we still haven't rebalanced any higher time frame. I say higher time frame, but like any 5 or 15 minute gap. So I guess this SMT might get ran through, and I was hoping that SMT would like, after that, I was hoping we'd at least rebalance some form of gap. I can't. We still haven't gotten any rebalance, and that SMT is. I guess for now it's valid. It's getting ran through in like 5 seconds. Yeah, okay, that SMT just got ran through. So I mean, maybe if we open up a new 5 minute gap and respect it, but like honestly, once ES hits this high up here though, I'm not gonna be as confident in my bullish bias. Hmm. Well, I guess I spoke too soon. The SMT got ran through. Cause I guess interesting. Cause why am I so lost? I'm looking for this. Yeah, we never actually took that high up there. So hopefully we can rebalance this 5 minute gap down here and get a rejection out of it so I can take a long. I'm itching for that. This is honestly exciting for me to see. I think we're gonna rebalance this 5 minute. I hope we can open up like this 2 minute maybe. I can take an inverse of that maybe. Oh my god, we actually rebalanced the gap. I'm so excited. The main reason I'm looking for that 2 minute though is because if we don't open the 2 minute, it's gonna force me to take this 1 minute up here, and I do not want to take that 1 minute. There's honestly a chance I might be forced to take that 1 minute if it's gonna get a quick reaction off of it. There's an SMT at the lows. I'm taking this every day of the week if it inverts quickly. Okay, so honestly, if this thing inverts next candle, I'm definitely taking this. I'll just go for a 1-to-1 though. And I'd go break even at that internal high up there. So it looks like, oh, this 2 minute hasn't even. Yeah, there's definitely a chance this 2 minute might not open up. Yeah, 2 minutes not gonna open up. And there's no 3 minute, no 4 minute. So the highest time frame gap in this leg pretty much is 1 minute. So yeah, I mean if that inverts, I'll try this. So it's not a close through yet. Honestly, for this thing to still be high probability, I feel like it would have to invert pretty soon, honestly. Because I hate setups where like we create a gap and we just kind of like mess around and then invert it later. It's like, I feel like those don't work out as well. And I'd honestly even be cool if we came down and re-swept this low maybe. But nah, we might close through with this candle. If we close through, I'm definitely taking this. So at 10 seconds till this candle closes. Yeah, that is not a close through. I'm still waiting for next candle. Maybe I'll take this if we close through next candle. I don't like how many candles is taking an invert, but I feel like the draw is pretty obvious. And I feel like this candle right here is going to give a strong close. Maybe not, though. Honestly, I would say this setup is higher rated, though. If we can come down here and tap into this unfilled 15 down here, I'd say it's higher rated. So yeah, I mean, we are going to come down and resweep that. Honestly, I would love to see ES tap into this unfilled 15-minute right here. I wouldn't even care if NQ hits it at that point, as long as ES hits it. I'm just putting this up to look at something in case this thing shoots up and inverts that. So honestly, if we invert this next candle, I feel like I'd try this, especially if the close is good. I just don't like how there's that unfilled 15-minute kind of relatively close to my stop, but nah. So yeah, especially if I can get a good close on this, I'm ripping this. So 15 seconds till this candle closes. I'm not getting the close I want, am I? Maybe. Okay, I'm in there. So I'm just going for 1-to-1. I'm not break even just yet. I'm break even there. So I'm just going for 1-to-1 here. I'll show my executions. Wow, that's such a quick break even. Okay. I'm getting break even all day today. Honestly, I would only try for the rest of the day. I'd only try one more trade because I feel like I like to stop after either like, oh, that break even rate. But the main reason I did decide to go break even there was because I'll show on trading view. So like we inverted this gap right here and this internal high up here. Like if we just focus in on this price leg right here, right? this is the internal high. So I feel like a lot of times we hit that high and reject off of it. So I really wasn't comfortable holding through that. I mean, and like right now it looks like I made the wrong decision, but it could start rejecting. Yeah, so I mean, at this point in time, I mean, I'm happy that break even. I might jinx myself from saying that, but wondering there's no. Yeah, in this 1 minute right here, like if I really wanted to, I could have tried an inverse of like this right here, but it's not the most recent leg. Like I was trying to take a trade off this most recent leg right here, but I don't like taking trades off of a gap in a different leg. So honestly, so for me to take a long again, either we could come down, sweep out this internal low, it's like inside of a 5 minute gap, or if we're gonna come a little lower, which honestly is a little more ideal, we'd come down to this unfilled 15-minute gap down here. And it'd be honestly preferable if ES wants to do that. Rebalance that 15-minute gap. Maybe put an SMT there. That'd be nice, but I'm pretty much just waiting for a retracement to take along. So it's honestly going to where I was targeting, but it's whatever. Gotta follow the plan. So we're still just continuing bullish. Curiosity. Yeah, that's where I got break even. So I mean, ES is even starting to get close to this high. That because I was saying once we hit that high, I can't be as confident anymore. Because I feel like now we're kind of hitting bullish draws. Yeah, we still haven't even rebalanced any 15-minute gaps. There's no way that SMT is gonna hold. See, we still have failed to take out this high. Honestly, if we can trade down, that would be such a good target because there's like relative equal highs. There's swing equal highs over here. Like, there's no way we're gonna leave all that behind. I'm hoping we could leave behind these equal highs. It's a boring day, to be honest. I was saying it wasn't that bad at first, because honestly, it was moving pretty well, but I feel like it's just kind of chopping around now. I really want to see manipulation down. Oh, unfortunately, I think we're going to take out these equal highs. I want to target those. Such an easy target. Yeah, we took out the equal highs. And the, okay, there's no longer an SMT there. So there's not really too much of a reason for us to rebalance lower, even though we're so overextended. So, I mean, we're going to open up this 5-minute gap right here, but, like, do you really want to take a long out of that 5-minute gap? Me personally, I don't. I could wait until maybe, like, a 15-minute gap gets rebalanced, but, like, I feel like we don't want to do that today. For us to rebalance a 15-minute, though, we'd have to come, like, all the way down here. I mean, I still got, like, what, 40 minutes left until I stop trading. So I guess, wow, this is crazy. Did we just open up? We never even opened up that 5-minute. I thought we were going to open it up. Well, ES is definitely looking pretty bearish right now. I like the way ES is moving. So I'm pretty much still waiting for ES to come down lower. I feel like ES is going to be the one to come down lower and not NQ. Because NQ is just moving so much stronger. feel like this might be a slow move down for ES to rebalance this. I mean, ES might not even come down at all, to be honest. Oh, wow, we're actually rebalancing a little bit. This is exciting. Oh, yeah, no, I lied. I guess we're not rebalancing. I feel like this always happens, though. Like, today's a Monday with no news. Tomorrow's a bank holiday. I feel like there's just a lot of indecision in days like today, so we end up just kind of consolidating. You maybe get one good move, maybe sometimes two. I feel like ES wants to sweep out something before continuing higher. Ooh, this is a boring day so far. Dude, I like this range right here. I just love this. It's like down, up, down, up, down, up. Oh, oh wow. Maybe the key is I should look away and it goes the way I want it to. So I mean, I've been waiting for this for a while now, but I'm hoping that ES can rebalance this 15-minute gap right here. and then get a reaction out of that. Maybe put in an SMT there. This is honestly looking good. Because I want to see these lows get swept out and then hopefully get a reaction off of that for me to take like a bullish continuation. So looking like we're about to take that first low. Yeah, we took that first low on ES. Ooh, this leg is so scuffed. Another 30-minute, 30-second. Yeah, honestly, this would be higher rated too if we can rebalance that 15-minute down there, but I just hate how there's no 1 minute here. Like there's no 2 minute. Unless maybe we open up one now, but I gotta literally pray that we open up this 2 minute right here. Yeah, ES is so close that ES just those equal lows hasn't tapped into it yet technically. So ES tapped into that. We have an SMT. I really hope we can open up this 2 minute. This thing's not gonna open up. But this would force me to take this 30-second if the 2 minute's not gonna open up. This 2 minute has like a minute and 30 seconds still could open up, but I absolutely hate the break even point of this trade if I were to take this. Because I would have to go break even right there. Honestly, I might get that 2 minute. Nah, maybe I said that too quickly. Should have kept my mouth shut. So we have 40 seconds till this 2 minute opens. There's not going to be a 3 minute. No, not 3 minute. Ooh, this 2 minutes definitely going to open up, which is good. There's no 3 minute, so I would 110% any day of the week. I'm ripping this 2 minute inverse. I'm ripping this any day of the week. There's an SMT at the lows. I mean, obviously we have to close to this gap, but so 24-point stop. That means I'll go in for 8 contracts. I absolutely love the break even point. Like I was complaining before about break even points, but if I were to take a trade like this, I would go break even all the way up there. But there's a chance I might not get that inverse I want. Hmm. So I mean, even if we open up any other gaps, like there's a, we might open up this 4 minute. We probably are. That tiny 4 minute. Unless we want to shoot up now, but that's probably not gonna happen. Yeah, so if I were to take this trade, I have to wait for that 4 minute. So I mean, the main reason though, so I mean, there's multiple SMTs in this setup. I mean, there's an SMT from this low to this low. There's an SMT at this unfilled 15-minute gap, which is actually like all the way down here, right? SMT over there. But I mean, we are displacing pretty low. Maybe. Looks like maybe NQ wants to sweep out this low right here. Oh, you said hello, Timothy. I have been doing some work since the past couple days. What's up, Annie World? Sorry I didn't see your message for. It took me a second. I wasn't looking. So I mean, even ES is in this like unfilled 5 minute all the way down here. So I feel like ES has done a lot of rebalancing right now, which I'm happy about. And there's no 5 minute, right? Now we might. Oh, we did open up a tiny 5 minute. Did we? That is the tiniest 5 minute ever. You said, so how was your past days in today? Today's been going okay. I took 2 break evens. So I haven't. I'll take that as a win, though, to be honest. I mean, there's honestly a chance I might be taking this trade right here if I get a good close. But I've been pretty good overall. You taking any trades so far today? So honestly, though, I feel like if we close this 5 minute, I feel like I'll try this because there's like an SMT at the lows. There's multiple SMTs at the lows, I should say. I mean, but we're delivering from a 15-minute gap at least on ES. Did we just invert that? Very interesting. I didn't see that. I mean, at least we're delivering from this little tiny. We technically inverted that too. Interesting. I feel like I'd still try this setup, but I wouldn't say it's the highest I've rated. Only because it's really making me second guess it. That like, why did we invert this 15-minute right here on ES? I feel like if we're gonna stay bullish, we shouldn't do that. But Yeah, honestly, yeah, because yeah, keeping that in mind that we inverted that, if maybe we reswept this low, like that would give me something I could say in my mind we're rejecting off of. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because we swept out the low inside this 5 minute gap right here, but it's honestly kind of same story where we inverted it. And yeah, we're not rejecting off of a 15. It's kind of tough. So honestly, I feel like I don't want to say this, but honestly, I really should wait until we tap into this unfilled 15-minute gap down here at this point. There's a chance I might get that. I was afraid it might not do that, but So I honestly might get that tap sooner than I expected. So we're like 15 points away, I want to say, from that unfilled 15. Hey, we're 15 points away from the unfilled 15. But I really want to see that get tapped into before I take any longs. You said no short today. Honestly, I don't think I'm bearish because I feel like we're like I know this hourly candle might not look the best right now, but I feel like this is some pretty bullish structure, and we haven't like taken out this high on NQRES yet. So I feel like we're not reacting off anything. I mean, we did tap into this like mitigation zone up here, like that zone we tap back into it, but wow, we're dumping though. We really are. There is an SMT up there at the highs. Did shake out. Yeah, it's trying to shake out the people so we can continue up. Yeah, so we've tapped into all these unfilled gaps down here. If you said if you consider per price action, it's just going bearish. I mean, zoomed in on the 1 minute, it's moving bearish. But I mean, like, I feel like on the hourly, this is just kind of a pullback. We could come down, sweep out that low, continue higher. This is some dump though. Honestly, if it's going to continue going like that, we're probably just going to come out and sweep out all these lows down here. Maybe get a reaction off that. You said I would have gone for scalp on that drop. I might be risky. I mean, the thing I was looking at is, I mean, I was looking at like those fair value gaps. And I was saying the whole time I wanted that to rebalance that 15 minute. You said, yeah, that it might go for long. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I never try to say I know where it's going to react, but I feel like I know the areas where I want to look to see if it's going to react there, if that makes sense. I hate how we're leaving behind so many unfilled gaps. I feel like sometimes it's like hard to trade if we just get a dump like that. Like there's not much to go off of. There's not much to read here. I mean, it's just straight down. You should watch the resistance above 25. Well, like pretty much the 930 low almost, you're saying, right? Yeah, like right around the 930 low. I honestly love targeting 930 lows though too. I mean, I'm probably not gonna get an entry to it, but and I mean ES already took it too, but you said if it forms a version, we can look for shorts. Yeah, I mean if it retraces, shorts wouldn't be the worst, at least internally. And honestly, if we're gonna invert this 15-minute gap, um, honestly, I feel like it's gonna continue. I mean, I'm not gonna take a trade off that, but I feel like if we're gonna invert that gap, we're probably gonna take out all these lows down here. So there's like 4 minutes left till this 15-minute candle closes. You know, I don't know if I'm asking for too much, but maybe if we could invert this 15, rebalance into this 5 minute that we created, and then get a clear rejection out of that. I feel like that would have to happen though before we take out these lows down here though. That's the only type of short I could really see, honestly. I thought there was an S&T. There's like this minor S&T up there. I feel like this might just take the target before I'm able to get an entry, to be honest. Hmm. So I mean, I doubt I'm even gonna get this, but if we can close down here, rebalance up a little bit. You said, are you using an indicator for those marked out time zone lows? I mean, like for London lows and Asia lows, you're saying? I used an indicator when I first put it on. It takes a second to load, but whenever it, oh, I'm in the 1 hour. That's why it's not loading. Yeah. So this marks out like the London session, Asia session, like New York PM lunch hour. But I usually just put the drawing tools on my chart because I feel like it messes up the chart to leave it there. I mean, if you want to see the settings I use for that too, I just do Asia from like 20, which is what, 8 p.m. to midnight, and then 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. is London. Ooh, we already took out that 930 low. Oh yeah, the name of the indicator? Yeah, it's ICT killed zones and pivots TFO. So we took out this 930 low. We're probably gonna keep. Honestly, I think we're just gonna keep running through all these lows, at least down to like this low down here, that extreme one. You think it's going for London lows? I can see that. So it just took out that low, right? Yeah, that's why one of those reasons though, when I see like stacked lows like this, I feel like once we start going through them, we just slice through it like butter. Like, because there's all these stop losses and it gives us more power. It's almost like a domino effect. But wow, we're just dumping. You said, "Oh, it's going." You said, "Or can honestly at this point, I'm not really expecting a reversal off these lows unless it starts happening like right now." Mm. I feel like there's not even enough price action really for me to even take a rejection off that too. Because I feel like normally like there might be like normal price action, right? Like we're going up, down, but here it's just straight down. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like at this point it looks like ES is going for London lows. It would honestly be cool if I could get like an SNT at London lows and a clear reaction off that. But I mean, it is starting to get later in the day. That's the only thing kind of going against me. Hmm. There's no 1 minute. I'm just checking the different time frames around here, but like I feel like there's really no entry I can find. Yeah, I feel like for me to even consider a log, it would have to shoot up in like the next 50 seconds. The main reason I say it though is because we're gonna open up like this other unfilled 5-minute gap, and I feel like once we open up that unfilled 5-minute gap, I feel like things just get a lot trickier. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like just if we zoom in here, like there's like a clear 4-minute here I could take an inverse off of. Maybe it's really close to when we swept out these lows, but you said, "Hey Tim, I have a small suggestion regarding Discord. I'd love to hear it. What is it?" So it looks like ES is probably gonna take out London lows right now. Yeah, it just did. So ES took out London lows. So honestly, would you long at London? Um, honestly, I feel like if it looks good enough internally, like if I can look at that setup and say that looks clean. You said, can you add P&L sections so we can share our charts and our P&Ls? Yeah, I'll add that after I finish streaming. That's honestly a pretty good idea. I appreciate you that. Thank you for saying that. Ooh, so I'm just thinking about nah, there's two gaps in this leg. So I could not take this 30-second. It would have to be a 1 minute, and I don't know if this 1 minute's gonna open up. It's like what 20 seconds till this gap might open up potentially, I hope. So this would have to happen quick because I like to stop trading at 11:10, so it's gonna be like 11:07 now. So hopefully we can get it close to this gap soon. I mean, because I'll if I enter a position right before 11:10, I'll stay here and hold through it. But so what is this? Like a let's say a 38-point stop. Especially if this closes through this gap like next candle, I would definitely take this. Is there an unfilled? This is the unfilled 5. So this might scuff my entry. So when this candle closes, I honestly might try this. Yeah, so I'm in there. I'll show my executions real quick. So the only tricky thing is, I feel like I want to wait to go break even until ES hits this unfilled 5-minute gap. Because technically we took the internal high, and normally I like to go break even when we took the internal high. Because ES took that most recent internal high. But I feel like we got to rebalance to this, that is not where I'm taking my profit. I got to go break even ready, I think, do I? Nah, not yet. We're getting close. Yeah, I'm break even there, definitely. Yeah, we're mad close to that unfilled 5-minute gap. Yeah, we just tapped into the unfilled 5-minute gap. So I 100% have to break even there. So hopefully I can just get a flush up. Where was I targeting? Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, I'm stopped at break even. So yeah, I mean, I'll go back to trading view. Oh, you said can you add a voice room or video like share screen? I can't trade nights daily. I'm from India, so any future joins we can discuss. Yeah, honestly I think I have I thought I had something where there's a voice chat. I'll try to add some more stuff after stream. But so the reason I went break even there, right? So if we look higher time frame, like we are kind of moving bearish. You said did you hit stop loss instantly? No, I got stopped at break even. Like I pretty much moved my stop to where I got entered in at. Because so the main reason I did that though is because if you look like higher time frame, we are kind of moving, well, like let's say 15-minute, right? We're starting to move a little bearish. So like yeah, we could react to this lows, but the thing I was most confident in happening was to rebalance this unfilled 5-minute gap right here. Because I figured even if we are going to continue bearish, and I'm wrong about my bias that we're going to reject off this, we're at least going to rebalance this gap. So once we came back up and tapped into that gap, I wanted to go break even. And then it kind of came back down, stopped me out at break even. Yeah, you said I saw balanced in 116. Yeah, I'm up like $16 in the day. Essentially nothing. But yeah, I got break even 3 times. I'll just go back to the start of the day and go over everything I saw. So where's 9:30 market open? So 9:30 is like right here. And today's Monday, the 10th. So I came into the session and I said I had a bullish bias. So my model personally, I like waiting for retracements into like a 5 or a 15-minute gap. So we kind of didn't get that until around like this area right here. So if we move to the 5-minute, where is it? Oh, I think it was the 15-minute actually. So even though we did not tap into this gap right here, I'm pretty sure at this time, no, I was basing this off of a 5-minute actually. Oh yeah, that's what I was basing it off of, my bad. So I was basing it off of this 5-minute gap. No, that was the second trade. I was basing off of this 5-minute gap. So we rebalanced that 5-minute gap. And then from there, I saw that we inverted. I entered at 9:55. So I probably took some 30-second. Yeah, I definitely took a 30-second. So I took, oh yeah, that's exactly what I took. So I took this 30-second right here. I was just going for a 1-to-1. So I like that we kind of came back down, right? Traded into this fair value gap. I think it was even the discounted one, right? Yeah, we even, no, that was before the 15-minute gap got open. Never mind. Yeah, but we were respecting this 5-minute gap right here, right? So I took that 30-second inverse because that was the highest time frame gap that kind of delivered us down at that point in time. The only thing that kind of got me was, so there's this internal high up here. I wanted to go break even there. It came up, swept the internal high, came back down a little bit, stopped me at break even, and then I was actually targeting all the way up here. But so that stopped me at break even. I tried another trade too, which was pretty much like right after. So I took a long at, what was it, 10:20 I took a long at. So that long at 10:20, well, there was an S&T at the lows. So if we look from, I'm trying to remind myself what this was. Was it a gap S&T? It's like that 1 minute at 10:20. Well, I mean, it was this inverse right here. So I put my stop down here. I'm just trying to remind myself what I was basing this off of. Oh, that's exactly what I was basing it off of. Yeah. So I know it's tiny. Um, but there's this tiny little 5 minute gap right here. So we came back down to there. We're respecting it. So once I saw that, like the second we kind of came back down into there and respected it, we got that clear displacement out of it. So same story as before. I pretty much got stopped at break even. I mean, where I was going for 1-to-1. So I moved my stops to break even, honestly, pretty quick again. It was at that internal high. So I was hoping for a close that was like further down so I could have a better chance of not getting stopped to break even. But I didn't get that. So then, honestly, at this point, I was kind of starting to move bearish with my bias because especially the main thing that made me say, hey, we're bearish was that once we inverted this 15-minute gap right here, so this 15-minute gap right here, we closed through it. I said, we're at least going to run this like low resistance liquidity right here. There's all these stacked lows. And I feel like in terms of liquidity, the areas that we like to run, right? The areas where there's like the most amount of stops, right? There's orders there, right? So there's stops here, stops here, stops here, stops here. There's all different areas with stops. So that's a great area for us to take. So we swept it out. At this point, like in terms of bearish gaps, we didn't rebalance much at this point, right? We have this 15-minute gap that just opened up. We have all these 5 minutes that none of them have been rebalanced. Not one of these 5 minutes as in this leg right here, right? So after this huge push down, I want to try a long. So the only thing was I was most confident in a rebalance to this most recent unfilled 5 minute. Right? So I got too many drawings here. But right, there's that unfilled 5 minute right here. So when we pushed down, we took out London lows actually on ES too. So we have an SMT at the lows. So ES took out London lows, NQ didn't. We have an unfilled gap above that I believe is a strong target. So the highest time frame gap separating us from this unfilled 5 minute was this 1 minute. Very strong reaction. I love how when we create gaps, then immediately invert them. I feel like those are the strongest type of reactions, right? So I went in there, I put my stop down at the low, and then I went break even when we tapped into that unfilled 5 minute gap right there. Because honestly, like we could react off that, but it's really early to say that we're going to start reacting off London lows. And even if we are going to continue bearish, I was confident that we're going to hit that unfilled 5 minute gap. So yeah, not even a 1-to-1 would have hit, to be honest. But so I mean, I made the right decision going break even there. I feel like, at least at this moment in time right now, because it's looking like we're kind of holding this 5 minute right now, and it's even possible that we could come up and tap into this 15 minute, and then just react off that maybe and continue going down. So yeah, that was the 3 trades I took. And in case you don't believe me, I mean, here's the executions, right? Trade 1, trade 2, trade 3. I got break even, but I mean, all my break evens, you can see on the bottom, like $18, paid $6 in commissions. So I made like what, $2 or $5 per trade. Oh, I think my face is in the way, is it? My face is in the way. There you go. But yeah, and honestly though, W break even on this last trade. This could definitely continue bearish. Yeah, I'm glad I went break even. But before I wrap this up, does anyone have any questions about anything I said, anything that happened today, anything trading related? Honestly, considering it was a no news Monday, it wasn't a bad day overall. We actually had some volume. At least we didn't shop around all day. We only kind of chopped around for here. That was acceptable. But I guess, so no one probably has any questions. So I appreciate everyone stopping by. Make sure you join that free Discord in the pinned comment, and also check out Alpha Features. They are my favorite prop firm. And if you use discount code TIMB272, you get 10% off all evaluations. And the reason I didn't go for a sell, honestly, was because honestly, I feel like we're just so bullish higher time frame. There's a chance we could just react off like these lows down here and continue higher. Like I'm honestly, I'm not 100% bearish yet. And also, when I go for sells, like bearish sells, I like to see like a 5 or 15 minute gap get rebalanced. And we at that point in time when I took that trade, it didn't happen yet. I was taking like a rebalance up to there. And I'm not gonna look for a short too when we just freshly took out these lows. Like I feel like I like taking shorts when there's something I can target, but I feel like it's just not higher probability. You said back before at the unfilled we watched it drop though. I mean, I guess I guess you're probably staying like over here, like taking a short somewhere over here, maybe. But I just never saw a rebalance into like a 5 or a 15 minute gap because I just base all my trades off that. So I mean, for me to take a short, like a higher rated short, I'd like to see us like come down, open a gap, come back into it, and then continue lower. And at this point now, I'm not looking for shorts because we just took out that low. But yeah, but I appreciate it. Everyone stopping by. I hope you guys all have a great day. See ya.